Namaste to everybody. This is me, Leknath Gautam, here from Texas, United States. Today's my topic would be two most important topics of the day: the coronavirus and the Democratic primary election. Coronavirus is getting worse. It is spreading in communities. Until today, there are 11 deaths reported in America, including one in California and Washington State. So it is kind of scary thing. It is spreading. Some of the cases are more serious because the officials don't know what are the sources of those coronavirus. That means it is spreading in the communities and nobody knows what's going on. That is kind of the scary things, and people are trying to buy extra stuff, trying to buy medicine, food and all that, because they are very concerned about the future or the coming days, what's going to happen. So they are trying to collect more stuff, and then there's a shortage of stuff in the market, kind of shortage. It's not bad yet, but some people have reported that they are out of this and out of that, out of masks, out of sanitizer, out of all kind of stuff. But very important thing we have to remember is we have to be careful going to the crowd, going to the public places, going to the gathering, going to the cinema hall and all that kind of stuff, as well as we have to wash our hands, we have to use alcohol to kill the virus. So that's a precaution we can take in order to save ourselves from that kind of disease and spreading in our community. Other stuff is obviously the Democratic primary election. The Super Tuesday happened yesterday, and what a day for Joe Biden. And Bernie Sanders did not get as much as he was expected to get, but there is some good news for the Democratic voters, because now they can select who is their choice. They used to have like a lot of choices. They were always confused what to do, but they have two arrogant old guys in the race right now. I don't know why the voters love old people so much in the United States. It was the only Barack Obama who was like young who became the president, and then everybody likes somebody who is like more than 70 years old. So Joe Biden, here we go. All the establishment, all the elites, everybody likes him, and then everybody throw everything for him, and then he pulled good victory on Super Tuesday. Although the difference of delegates is not that big between Sanders and Biden, they are like pretty close, but it is obvious that this is going to be a two-man race. Bloomberg dropped out, and it is a rumor in the market that Elizabeth Warren is dropping out too. She's discussing with her aides what is the plan, how to go forward, who to endorse. Mike Bloomberg already pulled out from the race, and then he endorsed Joe Biden, and then Elizabeth Warren looks like she's gonna pull out from there as well, and then we don't know it, but she might endorse Bernie Sanders, because her agendas align with Bernie Sanders more than Joe Biden. So it is a very important day for the Democrats, and then a very important day, very exciting day for Joe Biden. But Democrats are very in bad position selecting either candidates, Bernie Sanders or Joe Biden. As we know, the establishment and the media, everybody is saying that putting Bernie Sanders in the ticket would be disaster for Democratic Party because he cannot get the support from moderate voters, suburb voters, you know. And there is another problem here with Joe Biden, who cannot collect the votes of young, votes of energized people. If you see Bernie Sanders' campaign, there's a lot of energy. But in Joe Biden's camp, they're like, very quiet. There is no energy. And if we remember, like 4 years ago, when Hillary Clinton was the nominee of a Democratic Party, there was energy in Trump campaign. No matter what, Trump had energized a lot of people in the primary and in the election, but Hillary Clinton's nobody was energized. Just they were there because they had to be there. Looks like nobody felt that is their campaign. Because they just couldn't go to Bernie Sanders, so they were staying with the establishment. They don't want, a lot of people are not willing to take risk of that radical change, that Bernie Sanders is talking about. Like healthcare, he wants to do Medicare for all. We're a lot of skepticism on that part because people don't know what's gonna happen, how it's gonna look like once they have Medicare for all and avoiding all the private insurance companies. So that kind of risky. So people maybe think, we don't want to go that far. But having said that, Joe Biden is also a very risky candidate. There is no energy. Joe Biden can't even finish one sentence. His temperament, I don't know. Like once we get that election, maybe we don't know who's gonna emerge as the nominate candidate for the Democratic Party. It's still not sure. There's a lot of thing can happen from now and July, that Democratic convention, but the race doesn't look too good. Although Trump is very unpopular in the country, especially in the Democrats, in the independents, he is not popular. But if you have two extreme candidates, one Bernie Sanders doing too much left, and Joe Biden who doesn't have energy, and then who only represents the status quo, that doesn't excite people which Democrats need coming election to defeat Donald Trump. So that is a main question right here, right now. And the establishment Democrats are very afraid of Bernie Sanders. That's why they have promoted Joe Biden. Finally, they put him in the front seat. Now there's a war between Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden. I don't know what Bernie Sanders gonna do. And one more thing, if Joe Biden is the nominee of Democratic Party, Republicans will go crazy. They'll start bringing the Burisma, the Ukraine, Hunter Biden and all that, his record, his lying and all that. So that will be very hard for Joe Biden and Democrats to argue and go through that way. Joe Biden is not a debater, very good. He stumbled for little things too many times. In the debate stage with Donald Trump, who doesn't care about anything, it is hard for Joe Biden to be in that situation because he doesn't have that energy, he doesn't have that grassroots movement, and man, it will be a very, very hard choice for the Democrats in 2020. That happened in 2016 because of that energy was not there with Hillary Clinton's campaign. Donald Trump won the election. Now they are trying to put Joe Biden in that spot where he doesn't have energy, he doesn't have any kind of new agenda that excites people, and then people are not excited. The election, you have to have some kind of excitement, but looking at that scenario, it is going to be very hard for Democrats to win the election with either candidates. One, Bernie Sanders, they say, oh, we're not going to vote Bernie Sanders because he's a socialist. And other side, we're not going to vote Biden because he's not liberal enough, not progressive enough. He represents the status quo. He wants to go back to Obama era. We can say Obama era was good, but it is not good for the future. We have to move forward. We have to do better than Obama did. So they have to have some kind of strong message to the voter to go to the poll and vote. But Democrats don't look like they have that kind of energy and commitment towards the agenda. So let's see what happens. But the two-man race has already begun. Let's see how everything plays out. Hopefully, everybody will come together with one Democratic nominee, and then finally they will be able to defeat Donald Trump, who is in many ways not doing very well for bringing people together. So let's hope something good comes out from here. Anyway, thank you so much for watching me, and then please subscribe my channel and like, comment, and share the video. I'll come back with other videos, other kind of videos. I'm trying to do other kind of videos as well, not only the political. Maybe I'm gonna start doing some comedy. I'm gonna start doing some kind of informative news style videos. So please subscribe my channel so that we can keep in touch. Thank you very much. You have a wonderful day.